The godson, my friend. Happy Friday. Welcome. Thank you for joining. iBrick99. Hey, my friend. What's going on? It's Friday, y'all. We made it. Congratulations. Way to knock this week out. You're here, so that means you made it regardless of what happened. I'm so excited to have you. Marcus, my friend. Welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to Sip and Build Fridays. Just in case you didn't know where you were. If you don't, you're in a good place. Don't worry about it. Yes, it's Friday. Oh my gosh. I feel like every week I say it's been a long week. But it's been a long week. Debbie, my friend. Morty. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, everybody. Wally, welcome. Welcome, 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 my friends. I hope everybody's having a good Friday evening. I hope you took a nap. I took a nap. I took a good nap. I got some food. I'm ready to rock tonight. What's everybody building? What are you guys drinking? I have water. Good old H2O. Somebody tell me you have something better than that. Andre, my friend, welcome. Who's got something better than water? And what are you building? I have something that I'm building, but I don't know. I think I want to keep it a secret for now and just post the pictures when I'm done. The Tudor and an old fashioned. Oh, the Tudor is such a good build. I wish I could build that again for the first time. The sour raspberry cider. That sounds good. Tito's and seltzer. Gosh. Okay, the godson. I see where we're going with this. Bricks with D. Thank you for joining, my friend. Welcome to Sip and Build Fridays. I got the Jazz Club. Yay! I can't wait for you to build it. I got the Jazz Club too. You guys convinced me. I got another one. But yes, I'm so excited for you. I want to hear all the details. I want to hear all about it, how much you like it. I hope you like it. I think you will. It's such a detailed build. Like, it has a special place in my heart. It was one of my first modulars. The Great Pyramid of Giza, that's a good one. I'm trying to clean off the table in the Lego room to make room to bring down the two sides of the roller coaster. Oh, yes, the roller coaster is almost done. Fancy. Christian, thank you for joining. Welcome to Sip and Build Fridays. I started building it. I'm loving it so far. How far have you gotten? Like, I want to know. I love that build so much. I love it. I also love it, but I did take it down to make it into something else. Follow my lead if you want to, but it's a good build. You should build it as is first. I always recommend that. Kristen, hey girl, hey. All right, guys, I hope you are getting settled. If you did not know, tonight is a very, very, very special night. Red wine and the T-Rex. Oh, a glass of wine. That's fancy. The T-Rex, is that the one that just came out? The skeleton one? I just saw, I think, Bricks by Brody. I think I just saw him building that. It looks so good. It looks like it takes a lot of patience, but it looks really good. I'm going through the pieces I received so far for my latest. Oh, another BDP submission. I'm so excited for that. Yes, I cannot wait to see what that one's going to be. I hope that you will grace us with giving us a first peek like you did last time. Blocks and Bricks, my friend, welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to Sip and Build Fridays. If this is your first time, oh, it's about time you made it. We've been waiting on you. I appreciate you coming. Thank you for checking us out. Yes, okay, so tonight is a very, very, very special night. If you know anything about mocks, so I think everybody here has built a mock or two by now. Someone referenced him today as the Michael Jordan of mocks, and I feel like that's the perfect way to say it. Tonight, we will be joined by the one and only Brick Artisan. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I have so many builds from Brick Artisan in Gen City. I know so many of you have so many of Brick Artisan's builds in Gen City. Yes, I am very excited, Jay. I've been like cheesing all day. I've been smiling ear to ear all day since I realized that he was going to come and hang out with us. Lego Queen vibes, you are just in time. I'm just about to bring on the mock master himself, Mr. Brick Artisan. I'm going to send an invite. I can't even believe that this is coming out of my mouth. Like, I'm sending an invite to Brick Artisan to join Sip and Build Fridays. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second, please. Yes, love his work. He's amazing. I agree. So I'll tell you a quick story while he's joining. When I first started building Lego, which you guys know is not that long ago. Brick Dynasty, my friend, thank you for joining.
Hi,
There he is.
guys.
Hi. Bray, thanks for joining. You're just in time, Queen. Everybody's coming in. This is Brick Artisan. Derek, thank you for joining. Building Snap, Brick Building Brian, all of the people, they're coming to see you. How does this make you feel? Everybody is here.
Oh, I'm very excited to be here.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, it's evening time for you guys, right? For most
Yeah,
of
it
you.
is. It is 9:07 for me. It's like 7:07 for some other people. We're all over the place.
Oh,
Everybody,
awesome.
yes, yes,
So,
everybody.
yes,
No, go
sorry, go ahead.
ahead. No, no, I'm just excited. Don't mind me.
I'm just saying, like, how is everyone doing? Since it's a Friday night, most of the people would be just relaxing for the weekend, I guess, and
Yeah.
building. That's why you have this set up right here, right?
Yep. So usually I don't. Well, I like to talk to the people. So I hardly ever
Mhm.
build here, but there are a lot of great things that are built here. We'll have to, like, when this is all over, you have to go check out the page. Usually people will collab with the page once they
Mhm.
build something here, and so that everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start from the top. There may be, now I don't think there is, but there may be someone here who is not familiar with your work. So if you could describe what you do, like your builds, your mock style in 3 words, what would they be?
Um. Ooh. uh, um. Relatable first. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people. Would you want an explanation or just like
No, no,
the
no.
simple word?
You take it away, however you want to do it.
Ah, yes. For me, it's relatable. Relatable. Wherein most of them can be built by others. It's not like a super crazy mock that requires 4,000 pieces. So it's like beyond our reach.
Yeah, yeah,
So once you see a mock that I've built or done, usually we say, "Hey, I can do that too." It's not that far off. You might have to buy some parts or work on some details that you have with your collection, but it's not impossible to build.
yes.
Uh,
We appreciate
Other,
that thoroughly.
yes, yes. Cost
Oh
effective mocks, I
yes.
guess.
Oh yes.
Uh, I usually try to use the smaller sets if possible, or like just alternative builds,
Mm-hmm.
and just I would say you use the word fun because
Yes.
like I don't take it too seriously. Like I put in some Easter eggs or some funny details. I'm not sure if they're funny, but I try to put them in some of the mocks or most of the mocks, just so the people would still enjoy it and not take it as like a chore. Where, like for example, if you are building a Technic set like a
Yeah.
car, for me that's a
Yes.
chore. It's very nice to look at
Mm-hmm.
once you're done with it, but all throughout that process, like, oh, my fingers are hurting. Why did I do this?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so building is supposed to be fun and relaxing, and so that's what I try to achieve with the mocks that I do for myself and for everyone who enjoys them as well.
The people agree with you. It's definitely cost effective and fun. People like your friend sets. That's how I came across you, was the friend
Uh,
set. And to your point, you do make it so cost effective. Like, I think that I know that's why I have so many of your builds, is because usually I don't have to buy anything extra. I might have to buy like more than one set, but I don't have to like go through the stress of hitting a pick a brick wall somewhere and getting extra pieces.
yeah, and it sometimes I do encourage as well, like rather than buying those extra parts that I have identified as the additional parts, I would recommend, like, if you have a certain bulk lot in your inventory, just sifting through them, and you could even replace so many different things and so many different colors. It's just like it's Lego. It's supposed to be that way anyway, like colorful. So why
Yeah.
not use the ones that you have?
Oh man, that yeah. And talk about going through your inventory. Like I'm ashamed to say I have a lot of loose bricks, but I have not sorted them yet. So I could probably go through these bricks and build something. That's a
Yeah.
good point. Really good point.
Well, up to that point, I'm actually doing it right now.
Oh, you're sorting.
Yes, this one, if I build something, I might lose my attention. But if I'm just sorting with the colors, it's easy enough to chat and sort this out because I recently received a small
Oh,
bulk of
oh, nice.
random parts from my nephew who's not using them anymore.
Oh,
So I thought I'll just yeah. They still love Lego. It's just that they don't have enough time right now. So
okay, okay.
I'm here to rescue them, sort of.
You're giving them a
I'll be
good
the
home.
sacrificial lamb. I'll take it. I'll take it.
We knew you were a good guy. We knew it. We knew you were a good guy. There's so many people joining. Memphis Bricks, Mav, Karima. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. You see him. You're here to see it with your own two eyes. Can you believe it? Can you believe we have Brick Artisan here? We've had so many conversations. There have been so many people that have joined that have done their first mock, or like they had never done a mock and then they came in. We are talking
Mhm.
here. Now they're building their own stuff. Like, and I credit it to you. Like the reason that I enjoy them so much is because of the things that I've built of yours.
Oh, thank you
Um,
so
one of the
much.
things I really enjoy, and I kind of want to get your idea behind this, but there's always like great art pieces in your builds.
Hmm.
And one of my favorites was from the family reunion set. You remember the wall that you did like upstairs?
Yes.
Oh, it was so good. What do you like? How do you come up with the different pieces of art in your builds?
Well, first off, it's like during the end part of the design phase where I've already built up the skeleton and the structure itself,
Mm-hmm.
and usually there would be random odd pieces left behind from the set, and I can't really build anything else with it like a proper
Yeah,
structure. So I do random art pieces to make use of them. Again, not to waste them and then just pile them up in a container. I just put them as wall arts, and it adds something to the plain back wall of a building
it
or as
does.
part of the interior. It's just like why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people are saying the cozy home. Somebody just bought the family reunion. If you just bought the family reunion, I also have another one. Brick Artisans. It is called the Jade Town. Is it
Town.
the Jade Townhouse? Yes, the Jade Townhouse. Is I recommend it 10 out of 10. Everybody's
Oh,
complimenting you. Everybody, listen. You're in the right space. Like everybody here is a fan of your work.
oh,
So you mentioned that you like that's part of your design phase. So how do you? What makes you look at a set and say I'm going to mock this, and then you get started?
um, well, first off, if number one priority, if it's already like some building or house, that's already going to be on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I do it now or at a later time, it will already be included because first off, they would have the bricks that you would need for a wall, for
Mm-hmm.
windows. So that's probably one of the criteria that you look for. Others would have different because they do different models. Like others do mechs,
Yeah.
others do cars. So for them, they have like they lean towards something different with in terms of parts. For
Mm-hmm.
me, as long as it has like panels, big panels, walls, even like I look at the castle themes, they have walls, so they can be turned into buildings and
Yeah.
houses. Um, that would be one of them. And then if there are interesting architecture styles or pieces that were used, that usually catches my eyes. Like, maybe I can try this and that. And I just every time Lego announces a new set or has a bulk load of different releases in a certain month, like for example, March, there's
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of them coming out. So
Yeah.
I sift through them, look through them, and I've started also a list like these are the sets that I could work on, and once I finish a certain project, I'll look back into that list and say, which one could I do next?
We're all
That's it.
waiting on that list. Like we probably have everything that's on your list, and we're just waiting for you to put something out.
Oh,
At least I know I am. So when you I want to, like, I just want you to tell us everything. Okay, so I have a specific
up,
question, and guys, if
sure.
you have questions, please in the comments.
Mm.
I'm going to buy the French cafe set just to do the mock you created. I didn't even want
Oh,
the set at first. I see,
thank you.
that's what you do. Like, that's the kind of work that you do. Yeah,
Thank you. All I appreciate that. I feel like I'm honored to have people reconsider certain sets that they wouldn't want to in
mm-hmm.
the first place. For me, it's just like it's a big accomplishment for me to be able uh, to make something out of what would have been just like a waste of a set or
Yeah,
something.
something that you never would have thought to buy.
Yeah.
I was that way with the Harry Potter's burrows. I was like, it's nice, but I don't really know much about Harry Potter. And then
Yes.
I saw your mock, and I was like, okay, so I'm buying the Harry Potter burrows. Like that, the windows on that were so good. Oh,
Uh,
Debbie has a question. Do you build
okay.
them following the instructions first to get a feel for how they did it, or do you just go straight with your own builds?
Yes, for the bigger mocks, especially like the modular buildings,
Mm-hmm.
I whenever it's been released, I buy at least one for myself to build the main set, also for experience and also to appreciate what the original designers from Lego have done.
Wow.
Uh, they always do really good stuff with the modulars. Anyway, regardless of whether it's like in the top 10 or top 15, they still do make a lot of really nice modulars as well as the techniques that they use.
Yep.
It's a learning experience every time I build something. I would always have that wow factor. Like,
You
I can't believe they,
still get surprised.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, every year they would come up with something in with a new modular that is not shown in the previous ones. So for me, I appreciate those learning those techniques and which I could apply for other mocks that I do.
That's good to know. So it's almost like you study it first and then you take it
Mm.
and make it your own. That's pretty good.
Yes,
That's good.
there are some smaller sets that don't really need to be built. For example, like once you see a simple enough Friends set,
Mm-hmm.
you you know what you're gonna get after seeing it for a few times. But so for those cases, I just go next to the next phase wherein I try to think of something different for it.
Okay. Do you use Studio first, or it says is Studio used first, or do you build with the actual bricks first?
Initially, when I started with the design stage, like years ago, I would have to build it first. But then it used to be like a trial and error. At some point, it started to shift where I do studio first before being able to build it. It's because it's easier to sort of like undo,
Yeah.
and not like you have to tear everything down. You just
Yeah.
have to save another file and then try something else, and it saves time. Although there are still some things that I would have to check in actual, like, does this technique actually work, or does
Mm,
it actually have enough clutch power, or does it actually connect properly
yeah.
before I go back to the studio. But right now, especially since there are some like early releases or early reviews of certain sets,
Mm-hmm.
I try to think ahead and do some redesigns even before the sets come out.
So I was gonna ask you, like, are you
Mhm.
affiliated with Lego in any way, or
No,
no?
only as a Lego fan. Oh no, not at all. I think I've tried once to go to the like the LAN membership thing, but I didn't get the approval. So for me, that was like, okay, fine. I'll just keep doing what I do.
Listen, if anybody deserves, if there was a voting process, then you would be there, my friend. You wouldn't even have to worry.
But the thing also with that is it's like a double-edged
Mm-hmm.
sword. Once if there was ever going to be, I wouldn't even consider them even considering me. But like if there was ever like that chance and I end up being a Lego designer, then I wouldn't be able to create mocks. I will just be another
Yeah,
designer.
you would be designed. So yeah. Wow. I never even thought about it like that. Yeah, we don't want to risk that. That's fine.
Yeah,
Like you
I think for me, it's better that I'm from the outside looking in rather than
Yeah.
from the inside
Yeah.
looking out.
So someone mentioned they should hire you, but I don't think they should now. Now that you say it that way. No offense to anybody, but we like you as a mocker. We need you in our life. So someone asked about, since you are not affiliated with Lego,
Mhm.
have you ever thought about doing mocks like with other brands? For example, Fun Hole is a popular
Mhm.
one. Have you ever thought of doing that?
Um, other companies have approached me wherein they would um like manufacture the bricks for my mocks.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
yeah, not as a designer specifically or like an exclusive mock designer for them, but they just want to use the designs that I have, and I currently am in collaboration with one. But other than that, they have not like approached me to be like a an exclusive designer.
Okay. So because I saw the sit what is it? The
Sit,
sitcom apartments, the what is it?
sit
Yes,
complex.
the sit complex. I
Yes.
have seen that, like, and I don't know if you approve it, so I never buy it,
Mhm.
but like they sell the set, like they sell it's
The thing with that is it's very hard to identify which one is authentic or not. There is one
yeah.
like company that I've sort of like authorized to be able to sell it. But the thing is, um, people or smaller companies sometimes buy from them and then
Hmm.
resell them. So I
Yeah.
don't know if which one is legit. And for sure, there are others who are just like literally knocking off the sets themselves. So sometimes I don't know if someone sells it or buys it, that I don't know which one is legit or not.
Fair
Mm.
enough. We'll stick to Rebrickable. We won't give any of those other people any of our money. We'll buy straight from you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
what do you think? Do you have a mock of yours that you just found to be like super challenging? Like when you were done, you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's over.
Hmm. Um. Every set or every mock is like that. Like
Really?
no, well, for the smaller sets, not so much, but for the big ones, especially when they're 2,000 to 3,000 or 4,000 pieces,
Hmm.
for you to stare at those 4,000 pieces and think, what am I going to do with this? Okay, let's start off with the door. Okay, door. uh, Probably it's not that it's so difficult, but it's more of just like so tedious to try to work out something. It's the assembly square, which had the 4,000
Oh.
pieces,
Hmm.
and the museum, the Natural History Museum, which also was I think,
Yep.
4,000 plus pieces.
Yep.
um I like the process that I was doing all throughout, but it was very, I would say, yeah, tedious. And that like, okay, I managed to use up 500 pieces. There's still 3,500 more. Okay, I'll work on it a bit more. So yeah,
Yeah.
the process is okay in that I like it. It's just that yeah,
It's tedious.
I have to take small
Hmm.
bites to be able to finish it all up.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I can't imagine. Like I just, as someone who just started like making my own stuff, I can't imagine looking at all of those bricks and just going, "Oh, okay, so I'm gonna use all of these." Like, do you give yourself like a you say I want to use X amount of pieces of the pieces that I have? Like, do you set a goal for yourself when you're building, or you just go until you are done?
Um, I just go really until I'm like usually try to maximize the parts in one set before I even consider adding
Nice.
or before I consider stopping. Like um, for a 2,000 piece set, if I could use the 2,000, that's great. If not, I would really try to get as close to it as possible because I'm also thinking from the the builder's point of view where I wouldn't want a lot of wasted parts going
Mm-hmm.
into the inventory as well. So for me, it's like, okay, can I cram one more chair inside or one more cabinet? Like, should I use the backyard for something?
Yeah.
Like for example, like the cozy house,
Mm-hmm.
that in interior wise, you won't be able to fit all of those chairs and tables that the set has provided, since
Mm-hmm.
there are two sets that you have to use. So I thought, okay, so maybe just a
Put them
backyard
on the
seating, a
back.
table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I
Uh,
thought was really good. I like that you can sit in the backyard. Yeah.
yeah, I also wouldn't want to waste space, because for me, like even the back of the buildings, if there are certain layouts in a city where you could see the back part of the building, it's not just behind the wall or
Mm-hmm.
something. So for me, I see it as another opportunity to add more details or put up more furniture or plants or whatever if I
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, first I want to pause. There are
Sure.
so many good people in this room. You guys know how I usually I get to shout all of you out. My mom, thanks for joining. Keith, I saw you come on. The little goatee. Oh my gosh, there's so many people.
Yeah.
Christian, welcome. Christian is in the UK, I want to say. I can't ever remember. So it's a different time zone for him as well. Thank
That's
you for
very
joining,
early
Christian.
for them, like midnight
Yes.
or 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Somewhere around there. I know
Yeah.
it's later there than it is here.
Yep.
Nick, thank you for joining. Bricks and Staples. Breeze Bricks, thank you for joining. Welcome back, my friend. Sir Bricks a lot. DP Bricks, hello. The Mod Mom, welcome. Humble Bricks, hey there. Sipping with Studs, my friend Joel, welcome. You're just in time. So I asked you which one you thought was if there was one you had a hard time with, but is there one mock that you've built that you just the proudest of, like it's your favorite of all the ones you built?
um. It, well, I would say there are lots of them. Like they would be like top five, but I would say the first one would have to be the Sit Complex.
Oh yes, I love that. One day I'm gonna build it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, I think for me, it's the one that sort of put me on the
On
radar
the
for
map.
people.
Yeah.
And it's when I really started to have sort of like more followers or more people who are interested in the designs after that initial release.
Yeah. That the Sit Complex, that's what it's not the first time I saw you, but that's when I was like, oh yeah, he's serious. Like this is somebody I need to start going after. So good questions in here. Looking at
Yes.
some of the 2025 releases, which one are you already eyeing to turn into a mock?
Uh, okay, so well, we've already done a few, like the
The French
French Cafe.
Cafe, the tutor.
Yes.
I bought another tutor because of
Oh,
you.
thank you. I'm increasing your expenses,
You
so
are.
I
You
have to be
are, but
sorry.
it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Um, there are lots of ones like the Beauty and the Beast castle. Well, only because I want to put an enclosure behind it, but not so much as to modify that. Where there are other French sets that are being released, so I still want to do a few more of them, and also I want to try to do something with the Twilight
Oh, the
house.
Cullen House?
Yes, yes.
Do you know how many people did not buy the Cullen House, but now that we know you're going to do a mock, we're going to buy the Cullen House? Like,
Well, I don't want you to buy in advance. You might get disappointed. We
no,
don't
no,
know.
I don't think so.
But
I
the
doubt
thing,
it.
yes, but I would always tell whoever would be like buying, just wait for the set to go on sale, or for like a GWP or double like points,
Mm-hmm.
VIP
Yeah,
points,
yeah, yeah,
because
yep.
especially for the French set, after a few months
They
they
go
go on
on
sale. It's
sale,
so worth
especially
it
at
to buy
Target.
them. Yeah, come on.
Someone said, okay, so
Oh, yeah.
are you going to do, I think you've done a mock of have you done a mock of the airport, the French airport that came out?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, I put it on my list, but it's not on the priority right now.
Fair enough.
It, yes, it's nice, but most of the parts there are allocated to the plane itself. So there's just a small section of the actual airport. But it like I've placed it on my list, but yeah, it's just not the priority.
Okay, that's fair. How do you prioritize? Like, is it based on what you want to build first, or like, do you have like certain goals? Yeah, it's just what you want to build.
Yes, whenever I see something that's very interesting for me, I prioritize it. Like if suddenly it hits me that, oh, I could do something like this or that in using that specific set, that usually goes on top of my
Okay.
list. And also, um, there's also some sets that are like extra popular in a certain times for me, like to be able to do that, like when they released the Lilo and Stitch house.
Yes.
I immediately thought, hey, an enclosure, I have to just make up a building behind it, or like the wall part. Yeah.
Yeah, that so many people again. That's one that when it came out, I was like, I wonder if somebody's gonna mock that. And then you came like you. Sometimes you move so fast. I'm like, up 2 days later, there it is. Like that's why I was asking. Like, how did you? You have to get the sets early because you have the quickest turnaround time I have ever seen.
I wish I could get the sets early, but I for those cases, like especially for the ones that need the back wall, I just look at the images online and just like I hope this works.
Oh man. But you did the same thing for the Friends set. Like you created the stairs, the stairwell for the Friends Community
Yeah,
Center. Yeah,
yeah.
that was so unique because it's such a good building. Like you don't
Mhm.
necessarily want to make any huge changes, so you just put it back on it and that sealed the deal.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back. Oh my gosh. So General James is in the house. Thank you. Welcome for bleh. Thank you for joining Sip and Bill Fridays. I Brick, you Brick. Welcome, my friend. So Brick by Wally, her first mock was the Crown Jewel, and she can't even count how many she's done since then. The Crown Jewel was another really good one.
Thank
Somebody said that your mocks will change your life. His mocks will change your life, and that is so accurate.
you.
You make people like again the power that you have, and I'm gonna call it power because that's what it is. But you make us buy. You don't make us, but you encourage us to buy sets that we wouldn't even think twice about. When you put out a mock, it's like, okay, so now I have to buy this. Like I have to. It just makes sense.
It's just like for me as well. I, I see certain potentials in certain sets. Like I'm sure the designers, the original designers, wanted it to be really nice and big as much as they could, but they were restricted to certain budgets or certain number of pieces that we were allowed to use. Because I know for sure that the Lego designers themselves are very good at what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
They they're just assigned with certain numbers,
Restrictions.
or yeah. So for me, it's like a way for me to realize what they would have wanted the set to be.
So people are saying, I'm going to go back in the comments a little
For
bit. I
sure.
really hope that he knows that we really do love his work, and I hope he feels appreciated. If you can't feel all the love in this room, we might need to fly over there because you need to feel it in
Oh,
person.
oh,
Um,
thank you so much.
Someone, Debbie, the stairwell to the friend set was her first mock purchase, so thank you for that. Your mocks have definitely impacted my city in major ways. From Brick Mamba, I still need to build the Central Park building you did. I purchased the extra set and the bricks, but I need to actually build it. Let's go, Nick. After your hand is ready, we got things to do. Let me see. It's so true. I'm losing space on my city table, but I need the grew house. See, you're helping cities grow all around the world. Like, do you see this
Oh,
right
that's another accomplishment, to be able to help out people who want to make up a city
now? Hmm.
for themselves, in a way where you're not burning through your savings, not so much so that like you can buy smaller sets without having to break the bank, as they say.
And we appreciate that. Speaking of which, my first mock of yours was Autumn's. It's like I call it Autumn's tiny house. but
Yes,
it's like the one set of Autumn's apartment, and
very
it's yeah,
narrow one.
but it's reversible. Did you do that intentionally? Like I feel like it could go either way in the city.
In In a way, yes. The set offered a lot of windows and facade details, but not enough so that you could build a full modular, even or a half modular. So for me, it's like okay, I might as well use the windows and the detailings and try to make it as nice and pretty in both on both sides as possible
It is very
because
pretty.
yeah, it is, but it's still limited to the part. So for me, I thought, okay, I'll try to make this as economical as possible, but still a little bit pretty.
It's very pretty, and I just made an adjustment. I put it on the meals plate, but it's one of my first, and it's still one of my favorites. Like the way that you used all of the pieces, and that bedroom, it still just blows my mind. Like you stacked the bed, so you made it like a loft bed, and you still put like a couch. There was so many details in that small space. Like I
Yes.
was so impressed. That was my first mock, and I've been head over heels ever since. So I think I know the answer to this. I did some research on you a little bit. So
Mhm.
someone asked if you have a full-time job aside from Lego, or can you make a living off of Lego mocks? But are you an engineer? Like is your day job an engineer?
Yes. Before before the pandemic, I was a full-time engineer. I actually sort of like resigned back in 2019
Oh,
November.
nice.
Yeah, just before everything
Mm-hmm.
happened, for me, it's like I needed to take a break for a bit because I was working overseas and then I came back. I was planning on resting for a few months after resigning and then looking for the next job, also related to like engineering stuff or construction or whatever.
Okay.
And then the pandemic
Yeah.
happened, and yeah, so like okay, maybe that's a sign that I should rest a little bit more. Not
Good sign.
expect it'll be not expecting it'll be 2 years and so many
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So that's for me. Like I'm still a part-time engineer, like an on-call inspector and
Oh, nice.
um yeah, a consultant, but not as full time as I was before. But yeah, I am an engineer, but not so much now as I was years ago.
Okay, okay, fair enough. So I don't know if we want to dig into how you make your Lego money or not, but I'll let you I'll let you
Well,
tell us whatever you want to
um,
tell us.
well, uh, it's it's a decent way of earning, um, but it's like it's not like you're going to get like become a billionaire or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, you
It's
might.
a good, yeah. Sorry.
With us buying all of your stuff, you just might.
Uh, it's more of like having a normal
Yeah.
job that yeah, like you get to pay the bills, you get to have an extra for the hobby as well, but it's not like the big deal of owning a
You,
company or something.
you are living our dreams. Do you know how many of
Yes.
us would want to build for a living? So we don't care how much, as long as you can keep the lights on. I don't care. Like as long as I
Yeah.
can make a sandwich every 2 days and keep the lights on, then I would be good with that. I don't know about anybody else, but
That for me, the main advantage or like benefit that I got from it is the stress from being an office worker or in construction versus doing this.
yeah.
It's just like miles away from each other.
Hmm.
So mental health wise, physical health wise, it's I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was just gonna say that somebody said Andre said you're doing what you love, so it's not work. I was just gonna say when you do what
True.
you love, it doesn't feel like work. So
Yes, for me it's like yeah, like I would say living the dream where I would wake up and be excited to actually do
yes,
something
yes.
rather than just here we go again.
That's how we all wake up every day. Like, I guess
Oh,
I can't start building yet. Like, yeah, yeah. So again, you are living everything that you want to see or that we want to be. So another question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever decided, okay, I'm gonna build this mock and you're like in it and then the plan just doesn't work out? Like, have you ever had that happen?
Yes, in a way, there are projects that are still in the draft, even if it's like months after I've started with them. Uh, like there would be like certain mental blocks, like I can't
Mm,
progress with this. But I don't delete them or stop looking at them uh, permanently. There
mm,
are some mocks that were released a few months or like maybe even a year later, where I started it initially when the set was released,
mm,
and I sort of stopped for a while, and then when I got back into it, the 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 inspiration comes in and I'm able to finish it or rework it so it looks a lot nicer than my initial design. So
nice.
there are ones like that that are still in the ongoing process or under construction, under design process. But I don't necessarily give up on them 100% because at some point when I'm not too busy, I look
Mm.
back at the ones that are like that and see what I can do to continue with them.
Well, listen, we appreciate your backlog. We didn't know you had a backlog of mocks, and so now I think we're even more excited now that we know that they will continue to just keep coming like that. I'm excited about it. I don't know. Do you have a set? So, like, is there a Lego set that you have that maybe you built it and you're like, this is just, I'm not gonna change anything. Like, I wouldn't change anything. Or have you always changed? They have. What was it? I'm curious.
Well, Rivendell, the
Oh,
Rivendell one.
yes.
The details that they put in the intricacy of everything. It's something that I wouldn't want to touch
Mm-hmm.
at all. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
with the modular buildings, you always have that inclination to add more details, like
Yeah.
especially for the backyard, extra furniture, extra details where there are empty spaces in the buildings. But with the Rivendell set, it's like, okay, I might add something beside it or as a complement to the set, but never to actually modify the structure itself.
Yeah. Somebody said good call. Rivendell is perfect. I agree. Like
Yes.
it is a beautiful build. It is now not to say that I don't think that you could take it and create something just as amazing. I'm not gonna sell you short on that, but it is an amazing build as is. So
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think
Like
no,
yeah,
no,
sorry. Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
go please.
For yeah, for me it's like something like if I were to do something with it, I know that it'll still be rivaled by the original set. So like,
Hmm.
would people even consider this mock over what's already been presented by Lego? So for me, those are something like maybe I'll just focus on another easier set to work.
Okay, fair enough. Do you ever think of doing more castle mocks? Like, I know you said Beauty and the Beast was coming. I think
Mhm.
some of us want you to do something else, something special with those beautiful colors that they've given us. Maybe some people who don't necessarily have castles in their cities and they're looking for more
Mm,
things to add to their city, possibly.
yes, there's always that possibility because the medieval sets are also nice in terms of the
Hmm.
parts, like what do you call it? Similar to the borough and the Viking village and the medieval town
Hmm.
square. They have lots of good pieces for a structure that is not necessarily castle related. They could be an old town style building. So
Yes.
it's not impossible that I would look into the castle sets and try to make something out of uh, the ones that are already there. Like yeah, there's a possibility for Beauty and the Beast as well. Although there are some certain pieces there that are more restrictive than the
Oh,
usual,
okay.
but it's workable. Like I'd consider it, although not in the top priority.
It's still so. Can you tell us? Can you give us like what's one that's in your top priority right now?
Um. Oh. I just well the thing is I just finished the French cafe.
You did that was
That-
amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Gorgeous build.
And then the bed and breakfast set. I did a few of them last year, and then the last one that I did for my city, I will probably end up making the studio version of it,
Yeah.
like the instructions.
Okay.
Uh, uh, I can't think of any specific set right now that I have like I want to do that immediately.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So someone Andre asked, do you ever mix genres like when creating mocks? Like maybe turn the Titanic into a modular. Oh, that would be like a skyscraper.
Um, I have I have considered those sets as well. Like I whenever I look at the Lego website,
Mhm.
I don't look at just like the friends and modulars and creator three in ones. I look at the different themes because, for example, with the Spider-Man set, the small one with Miles Morales.
Yes. Oh, we love that one. That
Yeah.
you did like three versions of it. I have the one with the two floor. Oh, I feel like again, I feel like that's one that people nobody was gonna buy it. Like it was $50. It was a small set, and people were like, I want the minifig, but then you mocked it, and Lego should be thanking you because so many people went and bought that.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like finding those gems that people would normally shrug off.
Yeah.
It's just like there's potential for this one. So of course, I've looked into the other sets like the icons like Titanic, but then when I after looking at the actual set, I look at the parts, and then I consider would it be actually viable? Would
Mm.
people buy a whole Titanic set just to a mock? So normally only a few would be able to buy them in the first place, and they would actually build the Titanic rather
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
mock. So I sometimes I have to also think about the marketability of a certain mock. Like, is
Hmm.
it worth doing hundreds of hours trying to figure out how to make this only for two or three people to buy them?
Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
yeah,
That
you
it.
have
No,
yeah.
sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. No, no,
I
no.
know you go
You
first. I'm just
you go. I wasn't gonna say. I'm just like I'm in awe. So don't pay me any attention. You just keep talking.
for me, it's just like I have to consider the viability of certain sets to be bought by people, and just work on stuff that require as little effort on my part and us also for the builder's part. Uh,
Hmm.
like I can't see myself or any other builder so, sorting out 4,000 pieces or what was the worth of the Titanic? Is it close
Like
to 9,000
6,000
pieces?
people. Yeah, it's
Yes, or something.
crazy.
Sorting them out in a table, trying to look for one piece to build. No, they it's not a fun thing to do.
I agree, and I don't. I'm a person. Don't shame me for this.
Hmm?
The crew, the Sip and Build Fridays crew, they always shame me, but I don't sort. Like when I'm building a mock, I literally just dump all the bags
Or
out.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just start going. Do you,
It,
is that something like when you get a set, do you like dump them all out, like and just say I'm gonna?
if the set is small or medium
Mhm.
sized, I can do that, dump them all first. But if it's from the range of 2,000 to 2,500 or more, I'd have to arrange them first, only because it'll become more tedious for me to look for the parts rather than just work and just go to a certain area where the colors are or the smaller pieces are. I like a little bit of organized chaos.
Organized chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a perfect sorting, but just enough so that I won't feel like I have
Overwhelmed.
no control over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, makes sense. So, Bricks with D says she loves the bed and breakfast mocks. The one you did on your own was spectacular.
Thank
How
you.
do you decide that you're going to do more than one mock? Like you did more than one cozy house, like more than one bed and
Mhm.
breakfast. How do you decide that?
Well, first, I go for the first one that I do. Like for example, the cozy house had the cozier home,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I finished that, I saw certain potential to it for another style. It's just basically thinking that others might like it in a certain way, and then others might like it in a different way. So for the bed and breakfast, like I know people want it to be as compact as possible, so half a modular.
Mm-hmm.
Others want to be bigger, full modular because they might have more space. They want to use two sets. So I try to cater to different cities because initially when I started, I also had like a small space. So most of the time I would prioritize making an open back building into a half modular to save space so I can put as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then at a certain point, I would consider, okay, maybe I could make it a little bit bigger into a full module because it has those great details that I could feature in the design.
And then you talk about open back and how you like you think of closing. I think that most people who enjoy your work, we will look at an open back set, and I know for me it's like I wonder what he's gonna do with this. Like I wonder what Brick Artisan is, and I thought that about the Lilo and Stitch house. And again, I'll say it again, like you were lightning fast with that. It's like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh well, there he is. He closed off the back. We knew it was gonna be something. There it is. That's so
Yeah.
good. So have you ever like been do you do conventions or anything like that? Like do you ever go display your work, or has your work been displayed anywhere?
I've done it back in December 2020. No, no, November 2023.
Oh nice,
The
okay.
Yeah, the thing with that here in the Philippines is that there aren't a lot of big conventions, unlike in the US or Europe. Uh,
Really?
yeah, we have a lot of Lego fans, but not to the point where we'd be able to all convene in just one area. Sorry, and have like those things cost a lot for the organizers, and they wouldn't be able to do that like 2 or 3 times a year. At most they would have one big event per year,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have small gatherings monthly, but that's just for like a limited number of
So
people, only
like a
because
lug.
yes, yes, and also because I don't live in the city, so the event happens in the city. It For me, it's more of a big hassle to go there
Okay.
every month just to attend all one. But
Yeah.
I would, for this year, I'm planning to attend another one. I think that would be end of
Oh
May.
nice.
So
Okay. Are you gonna
so that one.
sorry, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. To answer your question, I plan to put up some of the designs.
Yeah?
Uh, yeah, I've been talking to one of the organizers, so we'll have to iron out the details. But I do intend to put up some of the designs that I have.
Oh, we can't wait. Okay, so are you gonna build something new for the show, or are you gonna take some things that you already have?
I will take a lot of the modulars that I have, not not the whole
Well,
city, but
yeah.
a like at least a street or two
Mm-hmm.
of the modulars that I have built as an alternate design or modification. And then if I have enough time to build or something different from here on until the end of May, I will do it. But I'm not putting that pressure on myself because there are lots of people here also in the Philippines that have not seen my recent creations or even the ones that I've done last year or a year before.
Yeah. Well, I listen. I would love. I have seen what you've done, your recent creations, and I would still go to a convention to see them. I think we all would. I feel like I feel absolutely feel like your work should be displayed. And you can tell again. There's so much love for you in this room. for everyone who's in here, you guys know usually I do a great job at welcoming everybody. If there's a lot of new people in here, so welcome to Sip and Build Fridays. We come here every Friday at 9 p.m. There's so many cool creators in here. I always ask, if you look at the participants list, please follow the people here. There are some really good creators in the room. You won't be disappointed if you follow them. I think, this is just a fantastic evening. So there's two things that I want to make sure we do before you go. We don't want to hold you for too long, but the first is, there was a question that was asked very early on, and I wanted to kind of round out the conversation with this. And then after I asked that question, if you would please do us the honor of showing us your city. I
Okay.
think we would all love to see that. So the question that was asked, and I can't remember who asked it, but thank you very much. It was also something that I wanted to make sure we touch on. But if you have people, there are people here
Mhm.
who have never built a mock, like they don't know where to get started. What advice do you have for someone who is aspiring to do their first mock?
Start off with I would it's not to to criticize them or anything. It start off small. I also started
Mm-hmm.
with a smaller set,
Mm-hmm.
something that you could be able to achieve either by yourself or with a little help from Lego friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start off big, you might get intimidated immediately, and then you won't want to do it again. But if you start off small and achieve it, then you'd have the confidence to try something
Yeah.
bigger, then bigger, and so on. So work on modifying certain sets first, rather than doing a full alternate design. With modifications, you get to understand the details of certain sets and then improve them piece by piece in small sections and whatnot, so that you're building up the experience, you're building up the techniques, you're building up the confidence to one day do alternate designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is great. And I agree with that. I'm so happy that you said that. I always encourage people to start like with the 3-in-1 creator sets. And so that's
Yeah.
perfect, spot on. I'm good to know that I am aligned with the master himself, Brick Artisan. If you're just joining, we have the great pleasure of being visited tonight on Sip and Build Fridays by the one and only Brick Artisan. If you know, you know, okay? If you don't know, I highly suggest you go and follow Brick Artisan. Go to his Rebrickable page. I promise you won't leave without buying some instructions. There's just too many to pass up. So if you want to show us your city, you can
Of
do that.
course.
And then I would like to so the final thing, we're not gonna bug you anymore, but
Hmm.
I like to get to know people like outside of Lego, right? So there's an icebreaker. It's called a
Sure.
this or that. So if you have time after you show us your city, if you would give us the pleasure of going through a round of this or that, it's just a fun choose this or that.
No
Okay?
problem.
All
I'll be
right,
happy.
good deal.
Okay, so I will
Take
just
us away. This is so exciting.
okay. I'll have to turn around the camera. Uh, wait. Uh, I'm such a
Do you see?
technologically challenged person when it comes to this one. Okay, I got it. Okay, so
Oh, look
when you start
at
off with
it.
the, oh, let me just block the or turn down the curtain because it's sort of
Yeah, it's a minute.
hindering the
It's daylight there. Look at that beautiful
yes
sunlight.
there
Oh, that's
the background.
gorgeous.
Okay, so as you enter
Oh my
through
gosh.
the 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 house. This one would be the Ninjago area and the Pirates area, and then you have the the water
Mhm.
that's separating the city, the main city, from the Ninjago styled buildings, and then this is the work table. Lots of things. I hope I'm able to capture it properly
Yeah,
though.
we can
So
see it.
this one has the theme park just behind the old town. I'm still working on this area, so there are still lots of vacant uh, lots. And this is the Hall of Shame, where you have the spare parts, the inventory, and whatnot.
Yes.
Currently sorting out a lot of the random pieces. And then
Oh,
here
look at
we have
that.
the
Look at
canal.
that.
So this one is currently my favorite area where you have lots of modulars and then you have this view right here.
Gorgeous.
So the idea there was with the medieval theme, you'd have there the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
the area with sort of like a river passing through this in Lotway here becoming the canal,
Oh,
passing
oh,
through here, then going to the sea. So
so you're
that's
gonna connect the middle table also.
yes,
Wow.
yes. So there will be another canal here in the far future,
In
but
the far
that's how I see it.
future.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's not close, and I won't be able to do it just yet. So here we have the combination of different official sets and mocks.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do this part here, I add the little uh, shops or stores where you have the popcorn, you have cafe, just so you it doesn't have to be a whole load of modular buildings. There's also some details that aren't um, so big and so huge in terms of detailing. So
Mm-hmm.
here we have the museum and the botanical garden, and then a few more mocks.
A few more mocks. You say that so humbly. Oh, it's just a few more mocks. Gorgeous. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, this is
Uh,
so good.
um, this one would be another one of I think one of my pride buildings would be the curved corner building, the Birch Bank.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I think I just saw that for the first time on Rebrickable. That is so good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's one of those eureka moments when I finally figured out a certain combination of wedge plates to make it curved. It's like I can't believe I never thought about this before.
You shocked yourself.
Yes.
That's funny.
So yeah, there are more buildings there. So for me, this one is more of the main city area where you have this larger buildings, skyscrapers, the sitcom suites, and the sit complex. And then right in the middle of that, you have
The up
the up house.
house.
Yeah.
I love the juxtaposition of the super tall skyscrapers and then the tiny the tiniest house that you could fit in there, the
Yes.
up house. That's so good.
So it's also like one of the pop culture area where you have different TV shows and movies
Yeah.
along with the Marvel sets. So they're combined in just one area.
Wow. Wow.
And then on this side, oh sorry, you have the medieval sets and a few mocks for the Harry Potter castle. And the main reason I also have this kind of layout where it's like a U-shaped table on both sides is I want my family and friends and visitors to be able to access and interact with the sets rather than
Mm-hmm.
just looking through a glass or so far away from the actual
Yeah.
designs that you don't really get to enjoy them. Sorry. For me, it's Lego's supposed to be fun, so I'd want it to be able to interact with the visitors so that they can play with the minifigs, do some scenes with them. So
That sitcom
that's why I
complex
created
is
it.
crazy. It's so
Yes.
good.
Well, yeah, it's like the the um, most proud of that I can with in terms of the 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 size and the
Yeah,
complexity.
as you should be. There's how many sets? There's like 8 sets in that, right?
For this one, in total, I think 18
Wow.
floors available. But for this one, I only have 7 available floors because we do experience earthquakes here.
Oh
Not
no,
often,
okay.
not often, but I don't want to take that risk where a skyscraper falls
Oh
down, and
gosh,
I just
yeah.
yeah. So for me, the 7 floors is enough that it's still stable, but not so dangerous when it comes to incidents like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That makes total sense.
and this part here is the Avengers Tower just behind everything else. So some people don't like those scenes where there are people or superheroes fighting, but I like them in certain spots, not all throughout the city.
Yeah.
Just a hint, and that's why it's here at the back, so uh, those fans can enjoy them without interrupting the whole scene of the city.
Yeah, you kind of have them like on their own little side street.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yeah, makes sense. Yes, someone asked in the comments. So the sit complex is on Rebrickable. Like he
yeah.
said, there's so many sets in that you can do so much with it. There's 17 levels apparently
Mhm.
available. So and it consists of all kinds of sitcom sets. So that's why it's called the sit complex. There's Queer Eye, Central Park Friends. Um,
The
I
Office.
think the office, like yeah, the office. There's
Yes.
the bunch of different levels. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, again, I recommend everybody when we leave here, just go to rebrickable.com, look up Brick Artisan, and just scroll your life away. You're gonna buy something. Just be prepared for that, and you may even buy a set if you don't already have one in your backlog. But you're gonna want to build some of his stuff. Like everybody's talking about how your city is goals. This is like the ultimate experience for the sip and build crew right now.
Yeah. For me, it's like I started with just one modular a few years ago, and it's sort of like taken over my life now. So
In the
I
best
have to
way.
sleep standing up or outside the house.
You said you have to eat standing
No,
up?
I have to sleep standing up because
Oh,
I have to to get rid of my bed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
oh
just kidding.
my gosh. Yeah, well listen, some of us are living that way and it's all because of you and your wonderful mocks. Someone a queen said she loves what you did with the castle with the flowers.
Uh,
I don't know if you can get a
yes.
close. That was pretty good. I don't know if we can get
This
closer
one?
to see that.
Yes, the
Yes,
Disney Castle.
the Disney
I
castle.
saw something similar in one of the older Disney castles, and I thought I'd just do it for this one as well. So yeah, it just adds more life to it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Mhm.
Everybody's
There.
agreeing that Lego has definitely taken over our lives. I love the fact that you're like so down to earth and you're so relatable. Like so many times we meet people who like have your status to us, like that we really admire and we, enjoy your work and they're just not as friendly as you are. Like you're super relatable, you're very much down to earth and I'm very grateful for that. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
thank you. At the end of the day, we're all just Lego fans as well, sharing the same hobby.
I agree.
So I would never think of it being more than that. It's just like people who have the same interest talking about what they love. So why should it be something that's awkward or
Yes,
uneasy to deal
I
with?
agree. I see the hotel that listen, that build was so good. I I had such a good time like watching, especially the left side where you have like the pink and green
Yes.
bricks. Oh, I had such a good time putting that together. And I got so many like that was one of my most popular posts. Thank you very much. I got
Thank
so
you.
many likes. People loved that build. It was so good.
Yeah, thank you for posting as well.
No, you don't have to thank me. Thank you for making it. Yeah, so people love that. Apparently, you respond to your DMs. We love that. You interact with people. Um, so Brick Artist, and I bought a few of your instructions. My little Lego city thanks you. Yes,
Uh,
all
thank
of our
you.
cities thank you so much. Like you have. I don't know if you know, but like you can feel it. Like I know you can feel the
Of
love in
course,
the
of
room.
course. Even with just the random messages from people, I do
Hmm.
appreciate that. Like, just the fact that there there are people halfway across the
Yes.
world who would even want to talk to me or send me a message or ask me a question. For me, that's connection. That's it's something that not many people would be able to do. Not many people would be able to experience. So for me, I'm grateful for being able to just listen and talk to people about Lego, and not just Lego, but other stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, to your point, a lot of people don't do that. And so it just makes us love you even more. Like somebody that I can relate to and feel like relates to me, I just want to support them even more. So,
Thank you.
someone asked, what's the name of your city? Does Brick Artisan City have a name?
Yes, it's Lego Bay
Lego
City.
Bay City.
Yeah, mainly because my town, my small area here is called Gulibay. Gulibay.
Gulibay. Okay.
Gulibay. It's pronounced as Gulibay.
Gulibay.
Yes, and if you just play around with it, it's Lego Bay.
Ah!
When I got here, it's like, oh, it's also one of those signs like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so
Yeah.
good. Thank you for asking that because I never would have asked. I didn't even have that on my list. I'm just in such shock. Someone said they love the greenery on top of your buildings, the flowers and the
Oh,
gardens on top of the buildings is really good.
yes. It's also one of the things that I would recommend for people is that like the most of the time you would see roofs and facades.
Mm-hmm.
So as not to waste space and your sort of like your value for the area that you're seeing, why not put gardens, eating areas, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, even like water tanks and all those small details because you'll be seeing a lot of them in your city, the roofs. So you might as well use them.
Yeah, I agree. I love that. I never even thought to put stuff up there, but that's really good. And sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of times, people will put like like the minifigs up there and have like everybody loves a good rooftop party, right?
Yes.
But I've never seen it where there's like greenery. That's really good. It's a really good
Mm-hmm.
idea. Everybody
Yes.
loves that idea, by the way. So you're gonna start, you're gonna start getting tagged in all these posts with people with greenery on
Oh,
their roofs.
I would love that. I would love that.
Well, you guys
For me,
heard it
it's
here.
yes. So it's an accomplishment for me personally whenever I would see people try out something that they would never have done before. Uh, and for me, that's just like, okay, I contributed to the society. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not, a, I'm not a bad guy or something. So I helped out.
Okay, selfishly, can you take like two steps back?
Oh, sure,
What was that
sure.
with like the red and orange bricks? That what is that? It's
Ah,
gorgeous.
yeah, it's from a friend set, but it's a long time ago, like 2021.
We will find
It's
it.
a,
What name? What's
yeah,
the name of it?
uh, although it came from a small set and required a lot of extra parts.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called La Locanda.
Wakanda.
The set, yeah, the set has this sticker piece. That's why it's named after that, like LA, and I think it's Italian or something, La Locanda, where it's
Okay.
a small Italian friend's restaurant that I turned into a modular
It's
building.
so good. I love the colors and the again the greenery on the top is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a terrace with
Oh
grapevine.
yeah.
So additional to the seating area at the ground floor. There's an extra seating at the second floor.
That's you listen, you love seating. I will say that. Like all of your sets, there's always plenty of places. There's plenty of places
Well,
to sit. I love that.
people in the legacy city would have like a really nice work and life balance, so they would always have time to eat.
Yes, always have time to eat and just relax. Like I feel
Yes.
like even when you don't like it's not necessarily a set that would be cozy. Again, I keep going back to the burrows because I was just so
Uh,
impressed with that build. Like the window,
yeah.
I can't get past the windows. I just love the way it looks. But the fact that like in the living room you have yes, there it is right there. You have like the knitting. It's like the sweater is knitting itself. Like
Mm.
just and the living room just feels so cozy. Like I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's so, so good.
whenever we'd have modular buildings, they would always be cut off into smaller
Mm-hmm.
rooms. But with this one, it was limited in terms of the piece counts, only just over
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah.
So I planned it like as an open room
Mm-hmm.
style
Open
where you don't have a
layout.
lot of wall. Yes,
Yeah.
open layout where you don't have a lot of walls.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's designed that way. Like you're sort of like you're going to a vacation house and you're just relaxing, and then yep, that's where I came up with this
Yeah.
design.
It's so good. I was so
Mm.
I had just had surgery when I was building that, and it made me feel so much better. Like
Oh,
I built that from the bed. It was so
oh,
good.
I hope you don't mind. What surgery?
I had to have, it's just minor. I don't
Okay.
want to talk
I
about
thought
it,
it
but
was like
it's a minor surgery.
okay, okay, okay. No,
So
good.
I also have, I don't know if you can show it, the Sanderson's house. So many people, I
Ah,
did a poll on my page if I
yes.
should build, what I should build and if I should mock it. And I
Mm-hmm.
bought the Hocus Pocus house specifically to build your mock.
Yeah.
And so many people are like, no, no, build it the original way. And I'm like, oh, but you haven't seen the mock that will come from this. Look at that. It's
Yes.
so good.
Beside the uh, the
Hmm.
borough, I think they make up a really nice old style building or Mediterranean style house. So for me, this one is the good combination. But I also like the Sanderson's house. Like if you are working on a medieval setup, that works by itself. But
Hmm.
if you're working on a city layout where you want a 32 by 32 modular, then this one is another option.
That is, in my opinion, and this is just my humble opinion, that one is the only option. Like, I think the original build is good, but yours just, it just has so much more detail. And I love the front, how you kind of made it like a two buildings, and then you have the stairs that
Yes.
go up. Like, it's just, it's so good. Another one that I bought was the medieval markets. Is it the medieval
Yeah,
town markets?
medieval town
Yes,
square.
the town
This one.
square. Yes, that one. And you see how like it's meant to be because I also have the tutor and the tutor's right there. Like this I feel like this is what my next street in Gem City will look like.
Yeah, again, like when you asked me before that, do I consider other sets or other themes whenever I
Hmm.
design? Yes, I do, and it's just that I see their potential of not just being a medieval theme or
Yes.
French theme, but they can be incorporated into a city where you don't have to fill up a big space of medieval castles just to be able to incorporate them.
Yes, and again, we appreciate it because there's only Lego only puts out so many modulars, right?
Yes.
So we only have so many options, and the fact that you expand that by like double, like you allow us to double our money on the sets that you create. Like we again, I'm not we you already know how we feel about you. We're so grateful for the work that you do. We
Oh,
like,
thank you.
again, I think I speak for everybody when we say we cannot wait to see what you're gonna do next.
Oh,
Um, we have, I'm just going back through the comments. So do
sure,
you
sure.
trade sig figs? Andre's asking if he can trade sig figs with you. I don't know. You listen, I don't know if you want to do that because you'll have how many people in here? There's about 22 people in here. You'll have 22 sig figs at your door.
I don't have a specific like number of sig figs that I own like that represent me. I
Mm-hmm.
have like one sig fig,
Okay.
but then after that I don't have extras to be able to trade.
Okay.
And as much as I would want to, the shipping cost for just one sig fig from the US to the Philippines would cost you like a module, not a modular, but a set in itself. So I would love that and I appreciate that, but I would prefer that you use that money to buy more Lego for
And
yourself.
we will do that. Now, that I think that was the best advice we've received here on Sip and Build Fridays. Keep
Yes.
your money and save it to buy the mocks.
Yeah. No, not just the mocks, but the Lego bricks for yourself, like the sets that you're looking for. I would be much happier knowing that that money is spent for your Lego city rather than shipping cost.
You're such a
So
good guy.
But because for me, I would want to do the same thing. Like, do I send give a gift to my friend halfway across the world, or would I just like use it for something more uh, more related to my Lego? So
I think we
I would,
all weigh that. Do I buy my friend a birthday gift or do I buy Lego? I think we that's like the most relatable thing we've said all night, I think.
yes. Do I buy the essentials like food and drinks, or do I just buy Lego? I could use use to lose a few pounds, so I'll just not eat for the week.
Like Lego is the best weight plan. Let me just tell you, like we lost a lot of weight building Lego.
Yeah, same
I
here.
agree, Lego Queens. He is so cool. And again, I can't say enough how just approachable and relatable you are. It makes it so much easier, especially for people who are apprehensive about asking questions or who may have questions and they don't know where to start. They want to start building. I always try to commit to creating a safe space here on Sip and Build Fridays, and you fit into that so perfectly.
Uh,
Like
Thank
you
you.
you you feel all the vibes. If you ever want to come back and hang out with us, even if you want to just hang out in the background, I know you'll have a great time here if
For
you ever
sure.
want to come back.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to. It's just like Saturdays are also busy for me,
Yes.
so I have to find time. But whenever I have the free time, I'll definitely drop by, say hi to the
No,
guys.
thank you. We would love that. You would probably send the whole room into a frenzy, but we would love that. Love that.
Whenever I can, I
Yes,
will.
thank you. The new injection, it's Legery Build Mox. You'll love the weight. I don't even know what that means. Sorry, I thought that was
Maybe
a
they've
question.
already sipped a few of the
Yeah,
red
and
wine, so
that happens now. That does happen when people start sipping, and the questions just get very interesting around this time of the evening.
well,
Um.
I do appreciate a good bottle of wine myself,
Oh
so I
yes.
don't mind.
Well, yes, you have to bring your wine and just come hang out with us. But we again, I know. So it's 10:22 p.m. here, so that means it's 10:22 a.m. where you are, right? And
Correct. Yeah.
and you're on Saturday, so you got to let us know. Keep us posted on how great Saturday is, because you're already like almost halfway through yours.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. That's all right.
Yeah, we listen. I cannot say thank you enough. If everybody could put a heart in the comments, we just want to show Brick Artisan how much we love him. We this was a phenomenal experience. We're so happy to have you. I'm so thankful that you decided to come. I if anybody else has any questions in the comments, now's your time. We are usually at the top of the hour. We kind of roll out, but we had to let you go tonight. Like we had to let you keep going. You if I don't know if you can see the comments, but there's so many hearts.
Yeah.
Everybody is just so thankful to have
Oh,
you and to have learned. I feel like we learned something new, at least one or two things new tonight. It was such a great time. Such a great time.
I had a great time as well. I really appreciate the support that everyone is giving, and it's for me one of the best things that have come out of being in this hobby and doing this as my work is being able to connect with people that I wouldn't have even imagined that I could have doing my other job being just like a normal office worker and stuff.
Listen, everything happens for a reason. You are definitely walking in your purpose. I say that all the time. Like when you find your purpose, you have to walk in it, and you're definitely doing that. You're
Yeah,
absolutely doing that.
no
Okay,
regret.
so I'm a Ninjago like fan. I am looking for the Ninjago box because I want that addition to the markets that you have.
Ah, this one.
Yes, the edition on the bridge. I cannot find that Ninjago box, and I'm not gonna say I can't find it, but like it's like $150 for the box, and I'm
Oh,
like, come
no, not
on
worth
now, it's
it.
like 70
Oh,
pieces. I'm
no. I got that in a sale, like a 50% sale. That's why I got it, and then I remembered the Ninjago City Markets was released, and there was an open space, so I put it there.
yes.
But you could this. I think this one is an opportunity for you. Not
Oh, did we lose? I
temple.
think we lost your audio.
Uh, Sorry. I think that this is an opportunity for you. If you can't find this set, uh, find a small Ninjago temple and just plop it into that space. Try to modify
Oh,
it a little bit. But if you can't find this one and you found a smaller Ninjago temple, I think that's a good opportunity for you because it's just like a blank canvas
it
there.
is.
So it's there's an opportunity for you right
Yeah.
there.
That's a good idea. I never even thought the way that your brain works is just so good. Like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought. I've literally been looking for that set instead of just getting a smaller Ninjago because there's a bunch of Ninjago towers out there.
Yes,
Yes.
and on the other hand, since you also have like the French set,
Mm-hmm.
the color here is lime, and then you have here dark purple and
Yep.
whatnot. A French set that's a bit more futuristic in theme or style could also work well in that area because it would complement the other two structures beside it.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
Again, brilliant, just brilliant. I don't even know how you just stood there and thought of that. Like that's incredible. What was on the corner? There's one on the corner. That one. What is that one with the
This
yellow?
one is a personal design that I did like a few years ago. Uh, it's just like a bunch of random small sets that I had, and I added them into a corner modular Ninjago.
Gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Okay.
I,
Well,
yeah.
if you ever, and then this is like my, if you ever want to do something special, then I would personally love, and I know a lot of other people here would love too, to see like a Ninjago modular from you, like on Rebrickable, to maybe
Uh,
like to expand the Ninjago city in some way, or like I
yes.
don't know, well, just let your mind work. But I would personally promote that one.
I would love to do that as well. It's just that I haven't found certain sets that I would be able to mock
Yeah.
up. I've done one, but other than that, I've not come back to doing Ninjago modular so far.
Okay, that's
But I
fair.
would
Well,
love to.
if you ever do it, just know that you have a fan base. You don't have to worry about if anybody's going to buy it because we will be there to buy it.
Okay, okay, I will.
All right, well, guys, we're actually almost at 10:30. This is how great this night has been. I want to give a special shout out to everybody who joined tonight. There were so many new people. Typically, I would be able to shout you out. We would definitely have some connection. But tonight we had to let the master mock have his time. So I encourage you to come back. I will be here. We always do Sip and Build the sequel on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you'd want to continue the conversation from tonight, you can definitely come and hang out with us tomorrow. Otherwise, we will be here at 9 p.m. next Friday. Brick Artisan, if you're not following him, what are you waiting for? You will not be disappointed. The same with the other creators in the room. Check out the participants list. Make sure you follow all of the people that are here. Um, Again, super incredibly huge shout out to, do you want, like, should we call you Brick Artisan? Do you like to be called your first name, which is Kim? Like, how would
I
you?
don't. Yeah, I don't mind either way. Like if people call me Kim,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with that. It's their way of saying that hey, we know each other for a bit. Uh, if you prefer Brick Artisan, I don't mind as well. So either one
Okay.
is working for me.
Good job. I should have asked you that like before.
No, I don't
Um,
mind that.
So I know I said I wanted to do a this or that. I don't even want to ruin it. Like I just want to. I think we ended with the city, which was fantastic. I will give one more chance for anybody in the audience if there's just like one last dying question that you'd love to know. Please let us know. Otherwise, again, it's been such a privilege to have you on with us. We talk about mocks all the time. I build a lot of different designers mocks, and so to have you like here face to face is incredible. You've made a perfect impression on the people here. So even if they've never seen your work, they now know how great of a guy you are. And so now we're gonna have some competition because we're gonna have the mocks. Just don't sell out of instructions, okay? Like don't try to taper your instructions because I don't want to run into something and it's sold out. All right, you guys don't go buy them
No,
out.
there's no limit. No worries.
Good. All right. Well, thank you again so much. Is there anything that you want to know from us? Like, I don't know if there's
I
anything
don't.
you have for us, but
No, well, I'm happy to just be able to interact with all of you, and I know that there will be other times where we could like ask questions about it, other people's interests and their thoughts and ideas about certain sets and
Yes.
whatnot. But I think we just don't have enough time for just the first
Facts.
meeting.
So then you guys heard it here first. He's coming back. Okay. So now we know. I will keep you
Yes,
posted on when he lets me know he's coming back, so you can all come back. But
for
yes,
sure.
again, thank you so much for coming. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. I always say, please be kind to yourself so that you can in turn be kind to other people. Do
Yeah.
something good for yourself tonight. You did something great for yourself tonight just by joining, but make sure you do something good for yourself this weekend, and we will see you later. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.